Hello and welcome to final number 1, game number 1 between NEXGenius and MakaPrime. MakaPrime is trying to destroy himself at the very beginning of the map, flipping back and forth. That is not me, that is actually the camera view for MakaPrime. He is playing as the blue Terran player at the lower right hand corner, and NEXGenius is playing as the green Protoss in the lower left hand corner. The map is Delta Quadrant. We have seen this once in finals number 2. I think I'm actually doing this a little bit backwards, but that's okay because I'm confused, you're confused, somebody is confused. Well, what I mean is I'm not quite sure the exact format of these games, but the point is that we're watching these games, we're enjoying the gameplay, we're learning some stuff, we're not learning some stuff, we're giggling to ourselves, we're not giggling to ourselves, so on and so forth. A pylon as well as one barracks is going up. He is actually skipping the supply depot, and he's going to have the barracks go up first, and NEXGenius is chrono boosting his probes at the moment. I am super excited about the patch. I don't know if you are, because in a way they're buffing Zealots a little bit against the tanks, and at the same time they're also making Zealots not come as quickly as some of the other units. So a little plus, a little minus, that's how life is, a roller coaster ride. A gateway has gone down for NEXGenius at the same time. Let's take a look at the player views, and it looks like MakaPrime is still trying to disorient himself, while NEXGenius is just focusing, not really moving his camera at all. It's fascinating to watch from the player view, because a lot of times when you watch a player, and if you want to learn how to play more or react like how he does, it's better to watch from the first person camera view. That, and you can also catch map hackers, but let's not talk about map hackers at the moment. Orbital command as well as the first refinery just going down for MakaPrime at the moment. Both players, MakaPrime has scaled in the wrong direction twice, whereas NEXGenius, a little bit luckier, will be able to get... Ooh, he's getting a second gas on the cybernetic core. He's always getting a second gas in most of his games against Terran at the moment, it seems. And this one Marine is chasing that one probe away, but as soon as the Marine turns around, the probe turns around. These psychic mind reading game tricks, I wish I had a game sense like that. Second assimilator going up, and there's 2 Marines out. One Zealot is being chrono boosted, or not chrono boosted. That Zealot is going to run all the way across to the entrance. He might want to think about re-rallying that rally point for the gateway, as this Zealot is going to chase around that one SCV. Let's take a look at the scouting information for both players. At the time, NEXGenius doesn't know too much about what's going on inside MakaPrime's base, because he only sees the bunker and the barracks. On the other hand, MakaPrime does only see one gateway. He hasn't even seen the cybernetics core just yet, just one gateway for his FCV, but he could probably safely assume that there is going to be a cybernetics core. We do see additional gateways being produced, additional gateway units, and there's one probe just sitting out here, maybe to give an early warning if something is to come, because even though if you take this main Zelnaga Watchtower, that might not be the best way, because if MakaPrime were to attack NEXGenius, he would actually go through the shorter path, which is from here to here to here, down this ramp, onto this platform, up this ramp, and that's exactly what that probe is for. We do see one Reaper coming out. The Reaper has gotten its time nerfed a little bit, so you guys can probably no longer do this strategy if you want to copy MakaPrime, because it does delay each Reaper by 5 seconds in the newer patch, and this is the older patch. Concussive shells is being researched for the Marauders, and we're going to see a timing push between Marauders, Reapers, and Marines. All the infantry units coming across. This is a very good time to push, because NEXGenius doesn't have too much. He's actually getting void rays at the moment, and he's not really producing from his gateways. Gateways completely idle. This probe will let him know that there is Marines and Marauders coming, but I don't think he's seen the Reapers just yet. And now, sensing he's in trouble, he's warping additional units, and these Reapers are going to come up and get vision. One force field does go down, and he does manage to take down one sentry in exchange for 2 Reapers. I think that was an okay exchange, but there's a lot of forces coming out right now, and his void ray isn't done just yet. 2 Stalkers being chrono boosted. This sentry does not have enough energy for another force field for another 10 or so seconds. He really needs to hold here if he wants to go and win. And ooh, he loses a pylon, and he's supply block at the moment. Not the place you want to be in supply block versus Marines. Marines are also sort of supply block, but they're focusing more on the battle. And we see one Void Ray charging up on the Stargate by himself, and he's going to try to hold it off here. A lot of reinforcements do show up. He can probably throw up another force field if he wants to right now, but he actually doesn't throw up the force field. He could have probably cut those forces in half if he wanted to. And the Void Ray is working on the infantry units, and now the Marines are returning fire on the Void Ray, and the Void Ray is disengaging. Secondary Void Ray coming up along with a couple of Zealots being warped in, and this push has not gone very well for him just yet because the concussive shell was not used significantly in that battle. I think STEM would have done him a little bit better. We do see now that NEXGenius is going to push and do a counter push as the STEM or STEM is being researched by MakaPrime, and this one stalker caught a little bit out of position and he's going to take it down. Very, very nice macro there. Micro by MakaPrime, and now he's going to charge up on his pylon as it's being built, and oh, he's actually going to kill the pylon. Alright. And two Void Rays and a couple of gateway units engaging. Two very, very good force fields. Ooh, this Void Ray is just flying by himself. He's not actually attacking that time. And now he's going to charge up on the bunker. These units coming across, and this battle will probably decide the fate of the universe. Additional Zealots is going to show up, and they're going to charge them on this command, so there are a large charge from these Void Rays. Additional reinforcements in the form of Zealots do show up, and these Void Rays are going to work on these infantry units, and Void Ray takes the game for NEXGenius. Very, very nice micro by NEXGenius. If you like what you see, please subscribe. This is GG Your Face. Always GG Your Games, and if you don't want to say GG in your game, at least say GG Your Face. See you guys at game number 2 of finals number 1. Woo!